Honkai Star Rail just has win after win. Let's just be honest here. Every time an update comes out, they've got some great characters coming out that help out the game massively. They have a bunch of 4 stars that actually do a lot of work. And of course, now we get developer notes that make me really strongly consider what my main game should be, because in all honesty, Honkai Star Rail is really hitting the button in regards to, you know, player satisfaction. Because in all honesty, every time an update comes out, there's new stuff that gets loaded into the game, or new stuff that comes out with it that is not just the characters, not just the storyline, not just extra missions, but new content, like new straight up just content. And not only content, but also quality of life stuff that you might not thought that you wanted, like, but somebody like on the back burner was like, hey, I suggest this, and they're like, you know what, that's not a bad idea, let's add it. And that's what we're here to talk about today. But before we get into that, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below, and hit that notification bell to be notified when the next Honkai Star Rail video comes out. Guys, while we're talking about this, make sure to grab yourself some good old gamer subs. Use code TYSTER for 10% off. Get yourself some of that good caffeine or caffeine free versions of it, because it's amazing. So anyways, y'all, without any further delay, let's go ahead and get into Voice of the Galaxy Honkai Star Rail's developer notes. Oh boy, as you can see, we are on HoYoLab, and we're here to talk about the Voice of the Galaxy stuff. And I think that it's pretty apparent that they're coming out swinging. They really want to be considered game of the year in regards to the gacha part, or even just game of the year in general, because my word, do they actually care about their people. They care about the people playing the game, and that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and get into this. Hello Trailblazers, welcome to the special edition of the Developer Radio. We will be bringing some important gameplay elements, system adjustments, and optimizations in future updates. First things first, we get a new game mode. New permanent game mode called Pure Fiction is set to come online version 1.6, so we have another update that we gotta wait. This is gonna come out in the update that we're gonna be getting Ruin May. Who else was on that? Dr. Ratio, and a 4-star character. Can't remember off the top of my head. But we look forward to bringing Trailblazers a more diverse gaming experience through the new game mode and immerse them in different gaming strategies. Now, if you've been watching on the channel for about the last 2 days, I already posted shorts about this, but we're going to go over this and kind of dive deeper into it. In Pure Fiction, enemies will continuously respawn. You can earn points by dealing damage to or defeating enemies. At the end of each battle, the highest score achieved in that challenge will be recorded. The more enemies you defeat, the more damage you deal within a limited number of cycles, the higher your score will be, which is pretty big. It seems like clear them as fast and as efficiently as possible. Please try to defeat as many enemies as possible to earn a high score within the number of cycles allotted. Furthermore, in each phase, Pure Fiction will offer different buffs to Trailblazers to choose from. Properly combining these buffs with your lineup is key to achieving a high score. You can obtain up to 720 Stellar Jades with each phase of Pure Fiction. Now, of course, there's also a thing with this later on that we'll talk about that also coincides with Forgotten Hall, but this is big. This is in-game content that I wish even Genshin would just do. When's the last... We haven't gotten a new game mode in Genshin Impact. And the fact that Honkai Star Rail is just like, yeah, not only do you get weekly resets on Simulated Universe, not only do you get, you know, the bi-weekly resets of, you know, Forgotten Hall, now you're going to get Pure Fiction on top of this. And it seems like it's going to be a pretty easy, you know, event to do. It doesn't seem like it's going to be difficult. And it might be to get the best rewards out of it. But at the same time, I think... from what I'm looking at this, anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. That's all I'm saying. And it's going to be based on score. So the higher your score, the more rewards you're going to get, which is up to 720 Stellar Jades. I'm sure there might also be some extra stuff on top of that, but we will see. Now let's go into Forgotten Hall really quick, because these are pretty big updates as well. New memory chaos of stages, new memory of chaos stages 11 and 12 with new rewards in version 1.6. In addition to the existing 10 stages of memory chaos, we will be introducing 2 more memory of chaos challenge stages 11 and 12. Achieving a 3-star ranking in stages 11 to 12 will reward you with an additional 120 stellar jades, which means that you can earn up to 720 stellar jades in each Memory of Chaos phase. This is big because this coincides with Pure Fiction on top of that, because if you saw 720 stellar jades makes a lot of sense between the two things, and again we will be talking about that here in just a little bit as to why that's important. But it's just more rewards, and that's fantastic because again, you want to be able to get more rewards out of your game. And the fact that they're keeping things fresh every single update is crucial. I'm very, very impressed with Honkai Star Rail. But let's go ahead and continue. Forgotten Hall will now have an auto clear function. Grind less! Exclamation point. I don't know if that's gonna make me grind less, Honkai, because at this point, the more stuff you put in there and the more characters I gotta grind for, I haven't had a break. I haven't had a break on characters. Grinding less is not gonna happen for me, but I love what you're trying to do here. In addition to the increase of stages and rewards, the Forgotten Hall auto clear function will be introduced. After the 1.6 version update, Trailblazers can quickly clear the Forgotten Hall without needing to re-challenge previous stages based on the highest 3-star level from past Memory of Chaos periods. After the new Memory of Chaos opens, Trailblazers can directly challenge the highest 3-star level from past periods. Upon achieving a 3-star victory, they can obtain all the rewards from the preceding stages. Currently, the highest level allowed or challenging starts is from stage 7. Guys, that's huge. That's, if you look at Memory of Chaos 11 and 12, that is, you could literally get half of the rewards from Memory of Chaos like that if you clear it with 3 stars. That's big. That's really, really big. So if you clear Memory of Chaos now and get up to, well, not now because we're going into 1.5, but from 1.5 on, you need to clear your Memory of Chaos up to level 6 so that you could at least get those for free. Now, you'll have to do 7 through 12 by yourself and have to redo it again, but the fact is you don't have to do those first 6 stages, and that's pretty good. If I'm reading that correctly, let me know in the comments below if I'm reading it wrong. Now, let's see. For example, if a Trailblazer achieves the 3-star victory in stage 5 of a specific Memory of Chaos period, they can subsequently challenge any Memory of Chaos period starting from stage 5 directly. Upon achieving the 3-star victory in stage 5, they will receive all the rewards from stages 1 through 4 without the need to repeat. If a Trailblazer achieves a 3-star victory in stage 7 or higher, they will subsequently begin challenging any future period from stage 7. So if you always get to stage 7 and now by 1.5 you get to stage 7, you never have to worry about stages 1 through 6 again. You just go straight into 7. That's free real estate. That's amazing. Now, let's go into team setup memory challenge retry function. I believe this was talked about in the 1.5 special live stream anyway, so this is nothing new to us, but it's still really cool. The team setup memory feature will be launched in version 1.5. Whether Trailblazers succeed or fail in a challenge, they will no longer need to reselect their team when reattempting the same stage again. Furthermore, when the Trailblazer selects restart challenge during the battle, they will return to the map before entering the current battle. Previously spent technique points will also be refunded when restarting the challenge, allowing the Trailblazer to use their technique and engage the enemy in battle once more. In other words, if Trailblazers wish to restart the second half of the challenge, they no longer need to redo the first half, which is pretty dang good. It means that you don't have to restart the whole thing and be like, ugh, this is just going to be another reminder of why I hate having to restart these things. No, not anymore. You don't have to restart from the beginning. You just get to restart from that second battle if you so choose, which is really cool. Another great Forgotten Hall, thing. It's fantastic. Now, this is what I was talking about. And sorry, I've been dealing with a lot of throat problems lately, so my apologies. But this is freaking huge. Availability adjusted duration extended. Starting from version 1.6, Forgotten Hall Memory of Chaos will no longer refresh every 2 weeks. Instead, it will alternate with Pure Fiction. So we're not going to get them simultaneously together. It's going to be changing consistently, which is really, really good. Specifically, after every 2 weeks of Memory of Chaos, a new Pure Fiction phase will commence. Then, after another 2 weeks, a new Memory of Chaos phase will begin, and the pattern will continue from there. So, 2 weeks of Memory of Chaos, 2 weeks of Pure Fiction. 2 weeks of Memory of Chaos, 2 weeks of Pure Fiction. I think that's great, because again, it gives you more opportunities to do more stuff. And then, of course, what we're looking at right here is Memory of Chaos 1 is going all the way through. Maybe I'm crazy. It goes all the way through until week 6. Pure Fiction will go all the way through, or Pure Fiction 1 will go all the way through to week 1, or week 8, and then so on and so forth. That's really cool. That's really cool, because now we have more things to do, but it's not going to be overflowing with so much. Like, you could do them the first day they come out, or you could do them, you know, couple days later, or you could do them. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. That's awesome. I love the fact that they're adding so much to this, and it gives the players more chances for rewards. I don't have to spend as much in Honkai Star Rail because they give me so much free currency from all the different stuff that's going on. That's big, that's huge, and I love it. This is exactly why I love Honkai Star Rail. We hope that Trailblazers will have more time to plan accordingly for their preferences, grow their characters, and enjoy the gameplay. Furthermore, the opening time for a Memory of Chaos at the end of version 1.5, will be temporarily adjusted to coincide with the release of 1.6. The opening time of subsequent permanent game mode implications will not be affected. Let's move on to additional redeemable awards. This is pretty dang good. We'll be adding self-modeling resins and additional items as new rewards. From version 1.6, Trailblazers who successfully complete Forgotten Hall or Pure Fiction can obtain a new currency in exchange for rewards. In future updates, the Express crew will continually optimize the Nameless Honor. Now, brace yourselves for this next one, because this is pretty dang big. Nameless Glory. In the upcoming 1.5 version, the 680 Stellar Jades, originally part of level 5 or level 50 rewards in Nameless Glory, will be immediately received upon unlocking Nameless Glory. So the stuff that you get in level 50, if you buy like Nameless Glory, or I don't even know if it's buy, I think you just get it in general. If you unlock Nameless Glory, you get it. One self-modeling resin will be added to the level 50 reward in Nameless Glory. So instead of getting the original level 50 stuff, which, you know, as we said, the 680 Stellar Jades, originally part of the level 50, you will automatically get when you unlock. Instead of getting that, you will now get a self-modeling resin, because a lot of players have been complaining that they don't get enough things to help with, you know, relics. And I do agree with that, because even though Honkai Star Rail's relic grinding seems a lot easier than Genshin Impact, it's still a bad grind. It really is. This is going to help by giving us more self-modeling resin. Not only that, rewards levels are being increased. Nameless Glory is going up to 70 levels. 70 levels. That's insane. Between levels 51 and 70 for each level of your Nameless Honor ranking, you will receive a reward of 10,000 credits. After Trailblazers unlock Nameless Glory, they will also receive an additional 20 relic remains for each level they gain. So it's not a lot, but if you think about it, that's 19 levels with 10,000 credits. That's 190,000 credits in total, and what, a lot of relic remains. That's still something. That's extra levels. So if you go past level 50, you could still get other stuff. And I don't think there's going to be anybody that truly can reach level 70 unless they are hardcore grinding Honkai Star Rail every single week. So that's big. That's really big. Extra rewards to not cap you and then be like, oh, well, you're not getting anything else. No, no, no. Honkai Star Rail thought of that too. Reward adjustment plan. At the same time, the crew will also be continually making adjustments to Nameless Honor rewards. For example, switching Gift of the Pathstriders rewards to Universal Trace materials. After optimization, Trailblazers will not need to choose between different types of materials when obtaining the Gift of the Pathstriders. Jesus. This is just getting crazy. And then Nameless Honor mission optimization. In the upcoming versions, to further enhance the Trailblazers gaming experience, the Express crew will also optimize the mission content of Nameless Honor. For the details of the optimizations, please see our upcoming official announcement. So we will actually see how this is going to affect the missions in general and how it's going to make it easier for us to get extra materials. The next biggest thing, in my personal opinion, and oh my god, I didn't expect them to go this far with it, Relic Enhancement Optimization. We will add a function to rapidly enhance relics, allowing relic levels to be rapidly increased to specific levels where new random stat entries are gained or increased, which we already kind of heard of. Additionally, the discard relic function is now in the pipeline. Trailblazers will be able to mark relics they don't need when obtaining and sorting through relics to quickly salvage the ones they don't need. Now, what does that mean? So for people who are out there who salvage their relics on a consistent basis, you could actually mark them for salvaging and then come back to it later and then salvage them all at once. That's pretty dang good. And then the big one for me. Not only that, there will also be a recommended relic function in the future, recommending the most frequently used relic sets and main stats for the characters as a reference for Trailblazers. What does that mean? Well, when you're building, let's say, Topaz, right? And since next update would be 1.5, we'll just use it as an example. It doesn't mean that this is going to happen right then and there, but this is something that they're working on. Let's say you have Topaz, right? And you pull her on a rerun. You're like, I don't know how to build my Topaz. Well, there's going to be recommended relic sets to where people will tell you like, hey, or not people, but it'll be a percentage of what relic sets people are using. And from what I could see, it's also by stats as well. So that's pretty big. Pretty big. Furthermore, we will be consistently improving the relic filtering experience. In the future, you can filter relics that do not have specific stats, allow you to quickly organize and salvage them. So if you don't want defense at all, it's going to be a lot easier to get rid of them. I can't believe it. This is absolutely bonkers. And then finally, just as the last thing, we got Trailblazer profile stuff. Trailblazer profile settings expansion. In future updates, the crew will be expanding the number of support characters allowed to be set on the Trailblazer profile. The numbers of displayed characters will also increase in Starfaring companions, and there will be more Trailblazer information displayed on the Trailblazer profile. Now, again, what does this mean? So instead of using the one character as a support, it looks like you could go for many different support characters. Not only that, but you could actually display more than just the 4 characters on your profile, which is huge, very huge. I like it. And then pin friends support function. This one, near and dear to my heart. In the support screen, Trailblazers can pin some of their friends on top of their list, making it more convenient to use support characters every time. I have a friend, I have a friend on my profile that constantly makes amazing builds for characters. This is big because when I want to use somebody's support character, I want to be able to clear the stage, and there we go. If you have those friends, you can do it too. This is a W. This is just one across the board. W. Wait, why can't this happen on a more consistent basis? Why can't we, right? Why can't we have stuff like this for Genshin Impact as well? This is freaking huge. And on top of that, it's just stuff that just makes the players want to play the game. I want to play Honkai Star Rail right now. It is 2 a.m. in the morning for me, and I'm recording this 2 a.m. being on, this will release on a Sunday. I actually recorded this on Friday going into Saturday morning. Let's move on. But this is 2 a.m. And I want to just not go to bed, go on and play Honkai Star Rail. Even the updates haven't been up yet, and I want to play this game. That's huge. Thank you to the Honkai Star Rail devs for doing more. Now, granted, is this what everybody wanted? No, it's not what everybody wanted, but they are listening to suggestions and they are trying to work to better optimize the game so that players can come in and have fun. I like it. It makes the grind a lot less tedious and makes me want to play more. That's how I feel about Honkai Star Rail. Now, of course, you don't have to agree with me, but if you do or don't, please let me know in the comments down below what you all think about this update. I think this developer notes is just really, really good, and it makes me want, again, to play more Honkai Star Rail. So let me know. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Is there something that you wish would have been on here? But yeah, that's going to be it for today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And as always, we will catch you all in the next video. Please take care and be safe.